Jesus meets people's physical hunger. And lastly, their spiritual hunger. Verse 16 and 17. And taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and said a blessing over them. He broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples to set before the crowd. All ate and were satisfied. See, there's a hunger that's underneath the hunger. All of us have this hunger underneath the hunger. All of us put some sort of food on our plate to try to satisfy this hunger underneath the hunger. And we'll eat off this plate, and we'll put a lot of different types of food on this plate until we try to find that one food that's going to satisfy us. It could be family. It could be money. It could be our job. It could be comfort. It could be, you name it. It could be a lot of things that you and I look to that we put on this plate and we eat and we're like, man, what's it going to take to satisfy? I've got that craving. I've got that longing. What's going to satisfy me? Jesus said in his account of this story in John, he said, do not labor for the food that perishes, but for the food that endures to eternal life, which the Son of Man will give to you. For on him God the Father has set his seal. See, we all got this hunger, and we're looking for it. And we eat all these different types of food. And many of us are here tonight, and you sense that, and you know that, and you feel that. You're like, yep. I'm wondering why I'm always just kind of frustrated and irritated and angry, and I'm looking for all these different ways and things, and we're putting all these different types of food on the plate. And sometimes what we'll do is we'll bring Jesus in, and we'll say, all right, Jesus is going to be a piece of this, okay? Jesus, can you give me a little bit of some how-tos and give me a little bit of guidance and help me out a little bit? Like, show me kind of what I should do, and maybe Jesus can be a little piece of this pie, right? And it's like Mr. Potato Head, you know? You know, we want to pull off the different things, right? And we want to put together our own little perfect Mr. Potato Head. And it ends up becoming the Mr. Messiah Head, right? Like, what do we want on the Jesus Mr. Messiah Head? Okay, I want it to look like this and this and this, and I want it to fit what I need and fit my design. And Jesus says in John 6:35, he says, this food, he says, I'm the food. I am the bread of life. He doesn't say, I have the bread of life. That, yeah, come to me and I'll kind of guide you in the right direction. I'll help you kind of balance it out and give you a good kind of healthy life, and I'll make you a piece of the pie. No. He says, I am the bread of life.